Hey, Shug, today we talking about mother-in-laws from hell and someone that's not in love with their husband anymore. Let's get on into it, Shug. If you want to send me an email and ask me a question, just email me at letstalkshug@gmail.com, S-H-U-G. Remember, I'm not a professional, and if you need professional advice, please seek a professional. Anyway, let's get into these emails, Shug. I'm currently in a quite the predicament. I'm 47 and married. My husband's 10 years older than me, and recently I told him I'm not in love with him anymore, but still love him. I'm not sure if I want to be with him anymore. We've been having issues in the bedroom for the past several years. He always gets satisfied when it works, but doesn't satisfy me anymore, and it's caused me to have a lot of resentment towards him. At one point, he gave me permission to seek elsewhere, then told me not to. Well, I'm a manager in retail and meet some very sexy men on a daily basis. For some reason, I've had a lot of younger guys flirting with me the past couple of months, and I do flirt back. When I say younger, I mean guys half my age. They come straight out and tell me that they want me. I'm really considering it. I really need to be satisfied. What should I do? Any advice is appreciated. Love you and your videos, by the way. Thank you, Sean. Well, sure. Let's see. I don't know how long y'all's been married. You didn't say that part. At some point in any relationship, sometimes when the guys get older, and most of the time, if you don't die, you get older. You know what I'm saying? That might become a problem. But there is solutions to that. Many solutions. I'm not going to get into that because I don't know what all you can put on here. There's toys, there's medicine. So if you really love him and you're just mad, because that's how it's been going, but you really do love him, then there's other ways that you might can sit down and talk to him and express how you feel that that you're not getting anything out of it, and explain to him how you feel. And if he really wants to, you can make it work, I believe. But most men in general, and as you get older, sometimes things don't work like they used to. So you have to try other things, and maybe. I really don't think stepping out of the relationship would help anything with your relationship. It depends on if you want to be with him, Shug. If you're happy, if you love him enough. If that ever became a problem if you're asking my advice on what I would do, if that ever became a problem in my relationship, we would have to sit and talk about it and find a solution to it. I don't think it would be something that would make me want to leave. But now Eric is my best friend, and we get along real well, and we do everything together. So it's not all that kind of thing anyway for us, because we're like best friends, honestly. So it depends on if you're happy or not. So if you think that if that's the only thing that's causing y'all to be unhappy, you can easily fix that. That's an easy problem, easy fix. I think, I don't know. I haven't directly dealt with that. Don't get me wrong now, but I think that's a fix. If that's the only thing in your marriage that's keeping you unhappy, is the bedroom, I think there's ways around that. I think there's ways to fix that. I think you need to sit down and talk about it, and you can work through that. That's my opinion on that. But if you're just not in love no more, don't like him, then that's a different story. Then you got to do what you got to do to make you happy. But like I said, if the bedroom's the only issue, you can solve those issues. You might have to sit down and talk. Now with the other guys, I mean, with what they're saying they want to do it right now or whatever. I would never suggest doing that while you're married. Don't get me wrong. I would never suggest that. But be careful with people like that, because how many other people are they saying that to? Unless that's what you want to do. If you just want a little fling after you get divorced, if that's what you're wanting to do. I'm not suggesting doing it while you're with somebody. But if you want just a little fling and you're okay with that, that's great and fine. I don't judge you whatsoever about any of that. But if you're thinking that you might get in a relationship with him, I don't know. To me, somebody that just goes and tells a random person they want to do me, I don't think might not be relationship material. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying be careful. If you just want to fling after you're divorced, then sure, that's fine. But if you're thinking about those guys as in a relationship, you might want to, analyze the way they're acting and what they're saying, because if they're saying that to you, they might be saying that to other people, and then that don't make for a great relationship with, some type of person. I hope that answered that question. I'm not sure if it did or not. Maybe it did. I think it did. I think I was pretty to the point. I think so. Yeah. I think you can fix your marriage if that's your only problem is the bedroom. And be careful with people that say they just want to do it, unless you just want a little one-night stand fling too. That's fine too. I'm not going to judge you. But I don't think somebody that just says that to a random person would be a good relationship person either. Somebody else said they want to know where I was from. They wasn't real sure. They knew it was from the South. I'm from Alabama, sure. Alabama. Sure am. All right. Now, here's the long one, sure. Here's the long one. All right, I'm a 36 female with a boyfriend is 40. We've been dating for about 10 months now. I've been married once. He's never been married. We met from a friend's request on Facebook. He said his mom's been divorced and been living with him. And me thinking I've been divorced and it's extremely hard. Very kind-hearted of him to help his mom through the divorce. Little did I know about a few months into us that his mom's been divorced from this man, not his father, 11 years ago after a 20-year relationship. She's been living with my boyfriend for over 11 years. Since I've came into his life, mother was wonderful to me at first. Then as time went on, I caught on to things that were odd. She expects her son to play the part as more of a husband than a mother-son relationship. She expects him to take her out to dinner, take her on vacation, tells him her problems, expects him to jump as soon as she needs something, even though she's capable. She's 100% capable of physically living on her own and taking care of herself. That's when I found out she's been living with him for over 11 years. Many people have come to me to let me know that my boyfriend and his mom's going to try to scare me off. My boyfriend can't keep a girlfriend because of his mother. I finally sat down and explained to my boyfriend, I cannot do this anymore if she's living with you. She's tried everything possible to keep the attention on her and her son. She runs me down and even makes up lies about me to make me look like an awful person I'm not. I've been nothing but respectful towards her because I was also taught not to disrespect your elders. Finally, I told him if he wants me in his life, his mom has to find another place. We sat down with her and my boyfriend explained that we want to move forward in our life together. We wanted to give her a heads up that she needs to start looking at places. Eventually, we wanted to move in together. Of course, she went nuts. Told everybody her son was throwing her out and she has no place to go. She makes comments on posts and that being in a relationship after only a year living together is insane. Telling me he's moving too fast with me, slow on. He's the most kind and caring man I've ever met. We would have no issues if it wasn't for his mother. He's like my best friend. We can joke and harass each other and sit down and have serious conversations like possible marriage and living together. Cheering each other up if we've had a rough day. He's really my best friend. He wants more with me and doesn't want to lose me because of his mother. Okay, questions. How do I handle the mother who treats her son like husband if you was in my shoes? Keep your mouth shut, eventually speak up. Or how she, okay. So we're going to answer one question at a time. Well, it sounds like your boyfriend does want the relationship with you because he was willing to sit down with his mother and tell her she's going to have to find her own place. So, it sounds like he's not backing down towards her, like cowardly, being a cowardly towards her, like he's putting his foot down. So that's good. If she's saying stuff about you, and you say speak up for the things she's saying about me and how she treats her own son. I think your boyfriend should handle his mother. If Eric's mother was being some kind of way to me, I would expect him to handle the situation because that's his mother. That's what I would do and how I would do it. And I would tell him what's bothering me and what she said. And I would expect him to handle that just as if my mother was being a problem in our relationship. I would be the one to handle that. So that's how I feel about that. Because if you say too much, it might trigger, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he should have to handle her. And you tell him what's bothering you, though. And tell him. Y'all would have to talk to that one, I think. But I think he should handle her. At our age, is it insane to think about living together after a year of dating? Honey, me and Eric moved in probably within a month. And we're going on 14 or 15 years. 14, 15. I don't know how many. So, I'm not going to... A year is good to me. Hell, we did it within a month, literally, probably within a couple of weeks after meeting each other. So that part don't bother me. That part wouldn't bother me whatsoever. I struggle with mental health issues. My ex-husband had narcissistic tendencies, much like my boyfriend's mother. It triggers me. Sometimes it puts me in a dark spot. I want so bad to help my boyfriend get out of the situation with his mom. She's not good to him. He's 40 and never had a relationship because of her. She only cares for herself and her needs. Is it worth me helping him, even though it's putting me in a dark place because of his mother's actions? Should I keep faith? She moves out and stay strong for him and keep pushing for us. I do love him. He thanks me all the time for helping him. Well, it really just depends on how much you love him and how much you want that relationship, honestly. I feel like if you really love him and everything, I feel like as long as he's putting forth the effort trying to do something, like y'all could get to a good place. As long as he's not backing down to her and he's standing up and pushing for y'all, I think you would be okay. But now if it's bothering you too damn bad, so like if it's putting you in a real mentally bad place and ugly spot, you have to take care of you first and foremost. So yeah, but it does sound like that he is standing up to her, which is a good sign, because a lot of times they won't stand up to their mother. So it sounds like he wants you. He sounds like he wants a relationship with you. So I feel like y'all are on the right path. But if it gets too bad and he can't stop her and won't stop her and is bringing you down, so you might just have to move on, because it ain't. You don't want to put yourself in places you don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my opinion on that, Shug. I hope that helps. And his mom needs to grow the hell up. Shit. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, so that's the end of that. If y'all like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, please. And if you want to send me an email, it's letstalkshug@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.